So I am here. And y'all are going to bear with me. Um, my voice is actually incredibly terrible right now. Um, Way too much overusage the past few days, and health declines, things like that taking place as well. But because of what I've got to say here tonight, I'm going to try to push it and make sure I am heard. Was late night musing in between involuntary naps. Um, sort of drifting, but not. I'm like that, pieces and puzzles move, and I just kind of, roll. Some of the best time to figure out the puzzles, fires, things like that. But it got me to thinking, right? Well, I was already thinking. There's just little snips and snaps in there that sort of lock together, maybe. So I started going over things I hold. Some footage. Some recordings. Little one I took. Like we always do when we go anywhere, really. Because of stupid shit that's always occurring around us. Right? And I thought the other day, and that's weird. I thought something was weird in the potential on this footage after, yeah, I'd returned to a certain spot. After I knew something was entirely wrong and sort of little, this was quite a few days ago. It's like, no way, right? But as I'm working through the pieces that have been leading up to the shit between Fred and I, in just the past few days. So they hit ground, basically. Once they hit ground, it was on. Now, because of how they've directed him since first interview, onward to aim at nothing but on my kids, basically, and just, rolls downhill from there. It's mostly been about that since he hit ground here in town again. Things that have been shaken loose for quite a bit. Multiple years, actually. And the merry band of motherfuckers always responsible for the shit. Well, I got some proof on old Ryan Pants and Chasing Pants and Jenny Pants and Monster Pants and Whore Pants in the fucking background again. And they're fucking with all things, including Fred. I hope Fred's listening. And if he thinks his old wifey up there in Indiana is innocent of any of this shit, well, I got news for him. I'm pretty sure him and Laura know that. And they play with her and do whatever and don't really care about much other than other things. It's just like, whatever. And PG, which is real stupid. Oh, yeah, and I forgot. PG Pants is all up in this shit, right? Ain't she always? With Orion Pants, ain't that something? Now, it's the little things, right? I've always told y'all, Fred's, well, fucking Fred. Crazy like Fox, just plain goddamn crazy, schizophrenic, and a tweaker. Okay? All things play. If you know Fred throughout most of our lives, well, you can sort of pull apart the little things out of the taffy. Yeah, depending on the day. And the crime, whatever the fuck's going on. You know. Sometimes. Now here's what I'm gonna tell Fred tonight. Because of the tampering I have evidence of. I'm not gonna push it from my end. But what I said holds. Stay the hell away from me, my family, my kid. But I'm not gonna push it any further. They're using you and Alfred. What do you think it's just you getting up to the Lord's work or whatever else? Fucking Fox, Fred, and Tweaker, whatever else you doing. And what you think you're gonna get by with. They've been using your dumbass from the get, which is fine. You're no better than Monster and fucking his whore in that regard. Okay? You and Laura, C&D, the rest, fuck it. I don't care. Fuck all y'all. Fuck all of you, okay? Yeah, slid in a big picture. But I ain't pushing it. You're being used. And I know you've been used. From the rip. Whether you're participating or not. Just like Horror and Monster, okay? But enacting any form of justice for what you're doing and close stalking on it is not fair justice. Because they are tampering with you. And they are fucking with you in order to fuck with us. And they're trying to use me in order to fuck you up sideways. And to put you in prison. For more content, buddy. So old bitch up there in Indiana can write a book on you, buddy. Everything else. So you never quite make it to Indiana. Not that that was ever really planned, was it, guy? But it's a good way to get your ass going, ain't it? Not to tell. But anyway, it's the little things, right? Pulling apart what little things there are here and there from you. Now, much like your stupid planned text with Laura and all that before people probably talk you into going, dip my phone, it'll make it true, officer. Bullshit, right? That you pulled on Monster. I bet somebody was pushing and pulling probably what you think of as both your handles as an error to do that. Because if it looks like you're saying it to each other, you're saying it to Monster, then it'll make it hopefully look true to law enforcement and courts, won't it? Yo, you had the balls to say it out in the open to somebody's face. Therefore, look, Pruitt, Lawson, please. Dip my phone. You did the same thing with Ziggy. On that 0 second look at this, Jody Sue's deleted the post and blocked your account. No, I didn't, man, and I've shown proof of that. Wish you knew that. You know it's a lie. You know it's a lie looking at it. Hell, I got the proof. I already showed that. I'm like, yeah, yesterday's life. But here's a little thing I pulled from your bullshit piece that's intended to dox us, which you bitch already took care of. Everybody and her brother, Ryan's done it. Fucking Andy's whore did it right on his YouTube with orders in place. Who gives a fuck about any of that, right, Fred? They just let them motherfuckers run wild, don't they? All of them, including you. I still can't goddamn figure it out myself. Whatever. Anyway, the thing is, okay, thing is, Fred, I hold far more than you fucking do, and I can guarantee you that. But they're hardcore after your ass. But they're also after something of mine that I'll leave this fucking earth for in a second. Goddamn test me. It'll be the last time anybody does. I promise you that. Now, because of things I see shaking, including the CZ, Shay, Monster, Whorebag, etc., over in that goddamn room after he tried to distance and play he didn't do fucking nothing after being told not to do all the fucking somethings and did shit to our kid. And he's too stupid, worried more about money than Slimmer Case, discredit all that shit. I find the scent on this shit wilder than fuck. Okay? Now what I picked up on this footage, and I'm pretty sure of it, Fred, is a fucking whore. Oh, I think I did. Which means it was in place. I also know about some things that took place the night before, Fred, that you don't. That I know lead right back into this group, because people, after several years, Fred, see, here's the difference between me and you, Fred. I hold a channel. Therefore, there are things that swirl around me that do not swirl around you. Do you understand? Maybe you don't. Don't know. What I do know is this. In your little lying ass narrative post that you know clearly you were lying on, and your whoreback wife was lying on in Indiana, right? And y'all put out to target me, you said something in it. You said something in it. If there's the truth there, which that's the thing. It's so hard to tell because whoreback and monster often stalk and do their own fucking things, but if there's any truth there, man, I'm gonna bet I'll figure it out in a few days from all the footage up and down the line as I go through things. Why would that be coming by anywhere you are up and down this line? Now, the one travels it often. The one doesn't stalk my ass. But I tell you what, the one ain't typical. And if you think about it real hard, Monster really ain't got no good goddamn reason to be coming and going. Even less so than most people now, does it? so distant now, the real fucking way for that one. Though you've been going real out of your fucking way too, but Monster's playing. Best believe that, Fred. And he'll do whatever it takes for this fucking group and to hide what he's done and what he's been doing. And even though that group includes Indiana up there, no matter what anyone wants to believe, you know whose team they're all swirled around licking the buttholes of. Right. You're well aware. And they all want to stay out of their high crimes, misdemeanors, tampering with courts, the levels they have. Whose asses do they want eliminated the most, Fred? Discredited the most, and hands on certain things around me the most. You notice how this extreme shit before you hit the ground lit up? They're after something around me, Fred. And my ass, of course. They want you eliminated because you're Fred. And they're done with it. But also, think about it, Fred. No matter your fuck shit and everything, since some are vanished. Same applies for half the others there. But people have been dead ass shaming you since day one. Seconds, minutes, and hours one actually. If you're standing where I was standing. And heard and seen all the things. I mean, at least as much as I could from where I actually stayed in my spot. It's told and directed, unlike other folks that might. Anyway, neither here nor there. Fred, we're both being fucked with. And you're helping fuck with me. Me, I have no directors, patty cake, leash holders. I don't have a goddamn team built around my ass. All y'all do, even if you don't think it's the same one, it very much is. I've said that for years here. But I can promise you that I have proof Ryan is, and others are dead ass aiming at you and trying to use me to do it. And who's straight up Ryan's ass, and who's Ryan up? Where's whose asses are Ryan's up? Yeah, that's right, Fred. You best think real quick and on your feet. Told you you're out of your goddamn league. And you think Monster don't want rid of your ass that are having to fucking lay a hand? Come on now. You know that pussy. He's terrified. Whereas I'm not. So lay it down, Fred. They're using you. And you and I both know you're not quite well. I think we're well aware of that, right, Fred? They're using you no different than they do the crazy bitches like Shay, Green Eyes, the rest. They're triggering you just like they did Ernie and everybody else. Fucking with you, your paranoia. Monster and Horner Bells come play in it to make things look certain ways around me, aim for me, try to get hands on things again, do certain shit again. And I'll tell you something, Fred, I know they're working on a timeline right now. And they're trying to get this shit done real quick. They're also getting ready to help Monster from Whispers and Backgrounds some certain shit, and I got news so it ain't gonna work. Said that for years here, apparently none of them have been picking up on it. There's been shit long in place, and I do mean long, that I did a very, 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 very long time ago when Monster was poofed again. Oh, spending his time and shit. that monsters unaware of, and so are really anybody else on Earth. Nah, you ain't gonna. I made sure all things that I cared about most on this earth were safe. In a way that could not be gotten around by anyone or anything. Let me make that clear. You're being used, Fred, and you're taking the bait and the money and whatever else is in it for you. But I can promise you I've got enough in the background. They are trying to dead ass aim me at you. And of course you're doing what you're doing. There's no lie in that, in the least. You absolutely are doing what you know you're doing, what I damn well know you're doing. Shit, you've been stupid enough to give proof to everyone and their brother anyway. You and Ziggy. But Ryan Britches and crew and PG and etc. and Jenny Adrian, Monster and Whorebag and the rest are behind it. At least as the mains. And I'm not a dumb bitch. There are things that flowed into the major pickups the past few days that I hold. Others also have. And by that I don't mean goddamn creators and fucking YouTubers and subs or anybody else. It's not what the fuck I mean by other Fred. There's a reek all over it. And we who hold this now, these things, already picked that apart along the way the last cycle, and I've been keeping up with it, but the last few days have been something to fucking behold and putting those pieces together. You're being pushed one direction to play part in this. Monster and Horror and others playing another part of it, but they're helping fuck with both of us. And, to put us together for content, it's making money for quite a few, ain't it, Fred? They're setting you off as well, aiming you at us, but ain't they always done that? You know, it makes content, so do they. We've always been the best. The hashtag Summer's name in it, of course, but it's about just be this, just be that. And then, of course, you know, they're on the Fred said hashtag train, of course, too, but it's the thing, Fred. I mean, you're Fred, so hashtag Fred said applies. It does. You're a fucking liar. We all know it. But you're also you, buddy. And that's the goddamn problem. They've got you dead aimed at me, and I guarantee you, if you think real hard, people have been pushing a little extra for certain things, ain't they? And you best think real hard about who had you and Laura playing those games before the dipping. I'm also gonna bet they're telling you things or saying things or feeding you things that you might think are legitness. Yeah, they're right. Might be pickups. Because, see, we've dealt with it for years. And like you've been in jail most of the time and in the halfway drug house, whatever center as well. So you've not, and you've been protected in that holler otherwise. So you've not experienced what the rest of us have out here. And once out here, they have this little game they like to play where they send people by and increase shit and they do things and get the exact same make small. They do weird shit, Fred. Right? They do weird shit. And Monster and Horror are notorious for playing in that fucking shit, let me tell you. And hiding behind it and getting away with it because of that while being fully aware of that. So, all I'm telling you I mean, all of you know you're playing games. You know you're targeting on purpose. I mean, y'all are what you are, and you're doing what you're doing with your creators, your handlers, you motherfucking ass cleansers. Problem is, Fred, there's a certain team that, and in there, I mean, make no mistake. Make no mistake about any of it. You need to think about whose buttholes they've been surrounded up since day one, buddy. Any of those people want fucking rid of the most. Duh. Anyway. In these last few days, I gotta tell you, I've been sent certain things that I guess were things I was supposed to, like, take as bait and really stupid enough to, go do or, like, go for. Um, no rule, they can't. I think that applies cross country. Anyway, the thing is, Fred, they sent certain shit this way. And I guess they think I'm fucking stupid or easy or something. And I didn't give a fuck about any of that. And I, I just think it's type. I don't give a fuck. But they did certain things hoping I would then do shit. Didn't happen. And it ain't gonna happen. And it was to light up shit. No, I'm a pass. But I'm gonna bet the same things applied on your end anyways. I bet it. Anyways. Because you really wouldn't have had to have the same things uh, sent to you by anyone. Me, I didn't never give a fuck. I mean, that's stupid. Nor do I care that much about you, just like I've always told the whole world about Stahl and fucking monster asshole over there. Which I don't give a fuck enough about y'all to be like, well, what you doing? Fuck all y'all. The fuck out of my goddamn life, dude. Like, just get the fuck out of it. You know? I mean, they always want to give a narrative that I give a flying fuck about any of y'all to that degree. I don't. Y'all be the one. What is up with you? Like, seriously. Like, years of all of you just coming by this motherfucker. Y'all ever thinking about getting goddamn lives? Wait a minute. Pays you all too goddamn well, too. And when they getting paid like that, it's my ass. Right? That's because I don't have a team and handlers and all that. And I won't play with, which is part of the reason I get fucking annihilated off the map, and then all y'all get involved in fuck deep shit and criminal shit and court tampering shit and all the stupid shit and trying to cover your ass shit that these goddamn YouTubers y'all have gotten wound up with. They're taking all of you dumbasses for riding getting you into the fuck shit. Otherwise, you wouldn't have more crimes to cover. Now, would you? Dumbasses. I don't play like that. and I don't stand down, and I won't stop calling them out, and yada yada, and they done fucked up from well before the fake Fed shit, to the scam shit, to this shit, to that shit, witness intimidation, blackmail, making us victim, all the things, Fred. It's been a long goddamn road, buddy. And now, on top of that, of course, I'll use. I think there's other benders in there on why you're doing what you're doing. Probably dope related. Tell do I give a flying fuck. Anyway. But yeah, right now, buddy, I gotta tell you, Ryan apparently and crew, including Jason, Jenny, the rest, and Monster and Horror, they got a hard dick for you, bro, and I'm gonna bet it spearheaded that is some sort of smell of Ben Hill still. So therefore, it's not. I'm just telling you, stop reacting and think real hard. It's gone far enough, deep enough. Stop letting them use you. Stop being triggered by them. Stop letting the genetic material play before, oh, I don't know, the fox or the real Fred is still in there somewhere. Stop it. And think real hard. You also gotta think about the rest of the family who doesn't ever want to see a chance of you ever getting back in the hollow or anything else, too, and wants rid of your ass and has for eons, along with your side of the family. So there's that. Who stands to benefit from that, buddy? There's many things in play. Make no mistake. You hear me? Leave on my family alone. Stop playing their game. Meanwhile, Ryan and team and ass cleansing crew of the rest of Ben Hill and Lone Star are after your ass hard, buddy. And they're trying to use me to do it. And they're trying to use you to help eliminate me, get hands on things, and a timeline is in play. I'm not gonna help. Even though you are doing what you are doing. It ain't fair. I'm not helping act false anything on anyone for any reason. And by false, I mean they're fucking with you, tampering with you. If it were just and solely you without them fucking with you on that level, I absolutely would. Carry on. But they're fucking with you to fuck with me, to do certain shit and to get more content, but also Monster and Whorebag and the rest are involved. I've had enough of that motherfucker and that bullshit. And his goddamn crew. And Ryan and PG. And your goddamn fucking piece of shit up there in Indiana. It's been years of this shit, Fred. Lay it down. Cover your own ass. Whatever you're done with all of them, I don't care. Leave me the fuck out of it. Leave me in mine alone. But I only try to put shit where it belongs, and only if those things are playing singularly without manipulation. Now, you carry on forward in order thinking that you're gonna set up fuck with, do this, the other, to eliminate and do whatever, and then they're not gonna throw you off the fucking bus or get rid of your ass or get you arrested and then spend the rest of your goddamn sentence in prison to discard you two and wrap it all up. Boy, you're fucking stupid. Just like Monster and Horror, stupid. You think eventually they won't throw them off the fucking bus too and wrap them up for all the shit they done and just skirt away like they've ever goddamn case and they pick? I'd like, bro, all of you are stupid for playing with any of these motherfuckers and thinking you'd hold your head above water. Gotta tell you that. But I can tell you what all the background shows Ryan and crew are dead ass aimed at you. And manipulations occurring on many levels. They're using the fuck out of you. Monster and Horror quite in play. And there are timelines in place. And the way this game's went, this repeat rants bullshit and a new version of smells like pigeon shit to me. And I know it is. I have enough. Trust me, I have enough. And if Ryan wants to keep using certain characters to fuck with me and to think I'm stupid, boy, you got something else coming, bro. PG, rest the ass cleansing crew. It's got too much extra on it for me. I've always said the right shit on the right monsters, and I don't like having to put shit in place or go further when another being manipulated. Not like at first, like monsters, like fuck this dipshit don't realize. Especially after I see him being like, well, Adrian, they lied, they got it twisted, now I'm being punished because I can't get money. But then I see how far he kept going, and lying and tampering, false lawsuits, fuck with courts and judges and this and that. To lie to my kid and lie to my family, do this and that and the other, and extreme targeting with orders he was told not to even put out, and all this other crap he's done to my kids, myself, my family, and try to play hands off, and in court going, I didn't do anything, me and Becky didn't do anything. Yeah, fuck this shit. So you all keep targeting the shit out of us, okay? For cash. You, Laura, Monster, Whore, keep being their content bringers, Fred, for whatever all y'all need. You dope, you underwear, your fucking probation fees, while you help box Lil and I, cause shit, what are they gonna do if we make it out of here then, they ain't gonna be here to make content out of, and, to trap and box us, to torment us, cause that's fun for audiences to watch, right? And so they can make more camper jokes, or look at this, look at that. What are they gonna do? They enjoy showing the pain and agony and pretending they're not part of it or the boxing. I'm afraid you're helping it right now. You're making sure that there's no sense of safety to where bring it back out or try to fly, and that's sort of what they want right now for reasons, by the way, Fred, is for you to help give me a sense of I have to remain, to guard, take care of. They want us kept here. It's funny, right? To manipulate and torment someone who desperately wants out of a fucking box with their kid to fly free, isn't it? And to keep them here as content and as close to the things they're wedged around as possible. Inserted in my family, inserted in and around everything, so they think they'll at least get whispers and news and hands on or be able to fucking target us with the same courts and Ellie and everything else they've managed to tamper with, manipulate, and fuck with all of y'all doing it. Well, we continue to sing further. We get to watch all of y'all live your fucking lives, have a grand old time tormenting us. Millions around the world watching it. They get their content. We get trapped here. Jenny, Adrian, rest think they get info flowing in. Monster and Horror watch us. get their dope money, their needful thing shits off. They can try to get out of trouble, the shit they've wrapped up in with this group. The group could eventually trap us here enough to try to find a way to set us up, fuck with us, and to try to finally, I don't know, get their hands on, or for those who are playing with Minion to try to get us discredited fully, at least in front of the world, which tampers with court systems, jury pools, thinking of public venues, things like that, and to keep Summer's case here online going for years to make money on. You know what I mean? And I ain't having it any longer. So this cycle be damned. Little and I are flying free. Fuck the world. Fuck a monster, a whore. Fuck you, Fred, Laura, the rest. We're done here. I know others are very capable of guarding themselves. But Little and I are gonna fly. But I hold enough, Fred. Ryan and them are dead ass aimed at you and trying to use me. And I'm gonna bet the little thing I caught in your post, there's something to it. Even though that post is a whole ass fucking lie. And you helping put us in danger. I mean, there's no lying you and Ziggy trying to get us fucking killed either, but neither is the fact that Monster did it with Piper and them first. With Scott and Penny and the rest. And I assure you, Penny's back here lurking, sucking somebody's dick in the dark too. So, that bitch never leaves, even if you never hear from her. Right? Make no mistake, there's always a snake or two, right? Thinking they're smooth. That shit ain't really passed muster in the past several years, but y'all carry on. But they're pushing you, I guarantee it, but do you really need all that pushed? No. I also wonder, I gotta tell you, I do wonder what the hell. If it wasn't for those brief things in that first interview, right? Where the truth was somewhat more so than now. Where you told the truth. Which is they're not sociable, there's no traffic. Jody said you don't do anything, and he smokes weed, which honestly, no, that ain't true at this point. As far as Monster goes. But, if it wasn't for Ziggy leading you off and making sure it was GSP, I could swear sometimes you were just doing all this shit for all these years towards us. Because you had something even further to hide from that hollow. Thought throughout maybe just peeping Tom's shit or your associations with your dope shit. I gotta tell you, Fred, the more they got you saying there, the more you doing, the more sus you look, dude. And wouldn't people love it if you were possibly falsely this guy? Or boy, wouldn't Indiana have something to write home about then? Plus, making you or others look so damn guilty gives the public an idea. Right? Creates doubt in the public realm where they do pick jury pools and shit from Fred. If you truly want to help Summer stop, this ain't. It never has been. Just like I and the kids reached out to hopefully rescue Monster and his whore and everybody else from this shit. Warn them not to come here, but Monster was like, fuck Summer, I don't give a fuck about Summer. I want the money. And then started screaming and yelling at the kids and all. No shit. Because this group made him think falsely we were making all these bazillions on. But he was already here talking before then, too. And already been acquired. It's too late. And he was already playing games with Candace and Dawn before that. So, fuck's the matter, man? Problem is, for whether you realize or not, it's all the same team wrapped around you. Pitting everybody against this one, that, and the other. And there was a time, not that very long ago, that I said I would not be pitted against anyone in that road, or otherwise they're forced to talk shit or to give things on them for this very exact reason, because once they were able to do that, it would create chaos to extremes, it would fuck with shit. I never wanted that, because I knew. Then they force it and force it and force it and force it, right? To where you have to fight back in some way. Speak, give more, gives them more content. Motherfuckers yell, stupid. Hey, Fred, Lord, you might be getting a few bucks, but are you getting rich out there? You making the millions? Monster, whore, they make quite a bit, but y'all making all them meals on all our names. I mean, I know y'all sell shit background and money for property things and all the things, and you get your asses hid and you ain't wound up going off the bus quite yet for all the shit they eventually will, but no, it's all the motherfuckers you wound up around that got the Summers cars and the $500,000 houses and the troop dope money and the hidden crypto and all the shit, and they're gonna skirt away if y'all don't fucking. It don't. Y'all are fucking dumbass. Sold off your whole goddamn community, doing stupid shit, and most of it not even for fucking cash. But because of the shit you're wound up in with this group, what you've done behind the scenes with the Shays, the chickens, with this one and that one, hiding all your shit from abuses to inserting in family and getting near kids you didn't even fucking want or give a fuck about 2 days prior to being enticed to get around with fucking, like, I am recording and all this bullshit. Of course, it's like, oh, you're right, fucking, I fucking hate everybody at this point. I think I'm the only motherfucker in here that has tried mightily for years to do anything I could to keep certain characters from doing even more shit. But to us and to the world and to everything else. But yeah, I tried. I try still. just to play these fucking stupid shit and things. These goddamn YouTube monsters. On purpose with intent, and you find yourselves wrapped up. Who the fuck are y'all, man? Stop and ask yourselves who the fuck you are. Well, okay, and the other one in family will fuck with courts, lie to them, false witness, pay people. They've always been good at that shit. And caught it, well, can't say good because they were caught at it pretty easily. But the thing is, they're notorious for that. But, well, and then, I can't say here. I was going to say at least Fred, do the holler darkness type of shit. But even him, he wants to set people up and do fuck shit and weird shit. Do what all of you are like. It ain't that distant. I don't know what the fuck I expected. All of you just suck. Either way, I'll just keep doing you, but I do know that I hold enough. Players around this shit stink. Fred sucks. Laura sucks. Ziggy sucks. Monster and Horse suck. Ryan, Jenny, Adrian, Chasing, PG, they all suck. The Shays, the CZs, the Cycles, the TMs, lifting off, fucking Ernie, distraction, all the shit. I'm just, fuck all y'all, bro. That right there is sort of what's on my mind tonight. I come across certain things in footage as I was like, you know, just sort of dozing and it felt good. Still don't. Desperately don't feel good. But, you know, it's always an in-between place where sometimes it's easier when you're not trying so hard. But it brought me about enough to go, wait, I need to look at certain footage and things again. The potential's there, but I also know that in another aspect, even if that piece is not what I think it is, and it was pre-planned and a person put in spot as they had Fred doing certain things here, as the night before they built up a certain thing in advance, and have Fred do certain things the next day. I already have one in place, calls go, yeah, and it goes down the line. Yeah, there are quite a few players right now, and they also are wanting me distracted from certain other movements as they're trying to do certain other things within timelines and fuck around again in my real life. I don't know how I can say that because it's every damn day they're fucking around in my life. And my kids and my families and whatever. And then they sort of fucked up the whole thing because they've got jackass, dropping off people where there was witnesses and you can't call them crazy or history on it. Some fuck, right? Everything's gone sort of quiet since then. As far as online, not here. Not here. Earlier I changed times up and shit. made sure the majority had done their passes for the, quiet period, and then I was out doing what I need to do. Definitely had folks with me, so couldn't be accused of anything in video rolling during that time. Make no mistake. Anyway. Motherfucker gets off the roadway, right? Because we had one known pass by him and do weird shit. Is like the, not cap ish for a few hours, motherfucker. And unfortunately, I had lights on, so might that dumpster the darkness and everything closed down. Anyway, I still waited a while. But yeah, this whole ass motherfucking bitch just pulls in where we're at, does weird shit, makes no sense. Everybody's standing there witness, and it was like, that knows me. It's like, yeah, that wasn't right. It's like, hey, you think? No shit, right? Jesus. Yeah? I'm like, amen to that. Anyway, so then I made sure to keep everything rolling. Did my simple, normal, everyday human shit. Get back to where absolute proof is on our location at all times. Nobody can play fuck shit. I mean, they can try. You don't get it much anymore, but anyway, yeah. And then, yeah, whatever. Also, the one was 3-night swap up with the exhaust issue. Rattle like you might need a little welding. Doing the weird turns. Might want to knock that shit off. The trade's pretty obvious. So anyway, they probably won't though. Shit's stupid. Imagine not having a goddamn life. I don't know, these dope heads, they do need dope money, and there's an abundance of them in fucking East Tennessee, so they'll do whatever. Fuck it, right? Anyway, it's just where my thoughts are at right now. They may change by in the morning, fuck, you never know, but I don't know. I don't think so in this. Honestly, it'll be, I think, on an FOA hour pull on a certain day that figures out which direction that moves or shakes in. Because you see, something was pre-up. Because something went up, up, up before we were even there. That's the problem, you see. The things the night before, things in place the next day, but also Fred doing that shit, you see. It's many in place. It ain't just. Though Fred is indeed stalking and up to the fuck shit for sure. No doubt about that. Targeting, harassment, lies him and Z are putting out all still stands, but yeah. Ryan and others are hard after his ass right now. Shit never changes him. By that, I don't mean his old Fred's a liar. I mean in the background. That group's up some fuck shit and they are aiming hard at Fred. And they're trying to use others to do it. While lighting that motherfucker up and having him do the same shit he's done for years. Yeah. But they're trying to distract. There's so many games in play right now. By games, I mean tragic shit that has real effect on real people's lives. And active and ongoing investigations. and coerce and set up shit. And so these goddamn criminal empire wannabe motherfucking twisted ass monster con junkie piece of shit criminals online get by with it while tying up those like monsters and the Freds and others in the end, right? Even their fellow creators, they're like half and half setups, so they pushing some shit like the cams and the BKs and everything else. Bitch, I ain't stupid. And I gotta tell you, the compiling in the background is great. But I got enough. That's where I stand for right now. Now, Fred wants to double down and go any fucking harder on his own or otherwise. I'm gonna start pushing back. And, group, no manipulation, manipulate, it ain't gonna matter. But it will stand no matter which direction. You've done enough over the years to fuck with us. For the millions this group has made, Fred. Not you, not Laura. You've lost everything, technically. Did anybody ever inform you that you really called the police on you, dude, and tried to have you busted for dope? You wise to that yet? Sure, that life's taken down, but it's okay. Some of us hold that, right? Because I thought that would make real good content then, but also certain people from being here were already wanting you eliminated, and they thought, so you can maybe get that done then. Let's be real here. But and they thought about it long term and realized, well, they fucked up when they semi-tampered with the rest events around on it. Sort of made shit go dry for them. Then they did the whole the dogs save the dogs routine. You know, they do that every now and then. And they shoot themselves in the foot type of shit. So keeping your arrows more beneficial. I guess to all of you from there, I don't know. I'm glad you all. I'm just over it, bro. Why in the fuck? I just don't know about any of y'all. Y'all are stupid to have ever played with these people the way you have. And like Smiley's dumbass wearing KM and BKs and M's and Chase everybody else. You thought that they didn't or that they won't ever turn around and do you the way they've had you do everybody else? You're fucking stupid. You're fucking stupid. You think that any of them are gonna lose sleep after you're spending 9 years in the pen, Fred? About you, Laura. Monster. Whore. Any of the rest of you? Shit, they don't give a flying fuck, man. And they're gonna skirt away with the millions on Summer's name and all of ours. You kidding me? All 'cause y'all want to play patty cake. Hell no. Y'all keep your collars over on that side of Ben Hill. I'll keep free, even if not quite flying it, and worse for the wear than I was when I left fucking there. But knowing that I've never played these motherfuckers the way you have, though I've been fucked sideways, up and down, not just by them, but you all helping them. Well, they've been the one to make all the millions and shit. What the fuck were y'all after other than I don't know what the fuck all of y'all were doing. Really don't know what Monster was doing. Obviously, he's doing money. Him and whore, and suddenly he wasn't proud no more like he was for decades being a goddamn woman and child abuser. Suddenly. and night when they're flying. And they figured out it felt real nice to abuse in public for money, which has always been his favorite thing since the first time he ever hit me. Like, dude's special. So what's different? He gets to watch me have the benefit, like, tech version of getting the shit beat out of me and little every day. He's really pissed off at, and he gets cash on it. He gets by with it. That's all he was ever concerned about. Fred, who the fuck knows anymore. Otherwise, you don't really care. What I do know is the person or persons responsible for summer super geniuses still out here. And they're laughing. And that makes my soul fucking rage. Now, whether it's one of you fucksticks running around Ben Hill's yet to be told, I have my ideas. But I know whoever's responsible, I know their day's coming. I know it is. I know it is. I hate that it's been years. Years. It feels like just seconds. And eternities. June 15th, I never imagined that I and the other neighbors wouldn't find her just the next few feet, just the next few feet, just right around the bend. Never imagined she wouldn't be found there by us before even police came. I just never imagined till that moment happened. You're left standing looking at each other, go, nothing, anything. You just shake your heads at each other. You're left so goddamn confused. Something ain't right. Something's so wrong. She should have been there. Somewhere she should have been there. But she's not. Then you're certain. You're absolutely certain in your heart. Dark won't fall before she's found. The helicopter will pick her up any second. That dog will find her. All the neighbors and everybody's still searching. The cameras pulled the things. We'll figure out where she is. One of those searchers or neighbors will come out with her somewhere in their arms. I never thought years. It doesn't feel like years. It does. It doesn't. There's no years. It feels like seconds. and it feels like an eternity, but it doesn't feel like years even still. And it should be none of. None of. She should have never vanished to begin with. She should have never fucking vanished to begin with. Nobody just vanishes. Especially not a little one. They don't just vanish. You're always supposed to find them just playing a little too far away, or just a little lost, or just a little bit of panic, and then they hear you, and they're like, oh, we're coming. Or you find them maybe a little hurt or something, but they just don't vanish. They don't just vanish. They don't. Nobody just vanishes. Royal growth's not a burden. In no way is anything June 15th or summer a burden to me. I don't carry a burden, I carry a light. Carry hope. Carry faith. But I don't carry a burden. I carry a little light that is not mine. It is not mine. And that I never asked to necessarily carry. But that others who didn't seem to care very much within hours somehow handed me in the dark. And it grew and grew. It's not a burden. It's a little light that I hold dearly and I protect as much as I can, despite the stupidity of everything. And that I'll hand back in time. To whom it belongs. Because it's not mine. Like peace, it belongs to a little one still lost. Who should have never vanished. So let these motherfuckers like Fred and Lauren, Monster and Whore, the rest play their stupid games. Let these other motherfuckers not put anything in place. Let it run to the extreme. Let them all get wrapped up, tied up with their criminal goddamn empire buddies here on YouTube. Let them torment the shit out of those who actually give a fuck. I wish the rest of these motherfuckers sleep just fine, eat just fine, laugh just fine, go on living just fine. Seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks after she vanished, months. Much to amuse her vanishing in real time as forms of abuses and forms of this, and forms of that. Much to amuse its realm as ways to quote not get hung and just somehow vindicate themselves, though none was needed, because they clearly knew they were on camera all the time while they were really here with the fucking cash and to abuse uh, their survivors and to discredit them because they no longer proudly proclaiming how they had in the community for years. You know, and probably because they're all unknown little shit. They've all been unknown long. Even if it isn't anything major. I mean, like, in comparison. But, you know, even years down the road. There are certain things you're never going to get me to buy. Those include the fact that. But if you listen to the words, they never finish the sentence. It took me a while to catch on to that. Well, it's possible she wandered off a little and got lost. Or whatever, right? Then what? Not that lost. Not in the time frame available. There's what I do know is some of them wander off into the woods like Winnie the Pooh, never be seen again. There was interference. If that happened, there's interference at some level by another human in the story. Secondly, you'll never get me to believe that most people around her are supposed to care the most about her, cause her and siblings tears and pain on purpose, and laugh and find joy in it, and lap it up like fucking goddamn monsters licking puddles of blood and glee. I don't give a shit what people look like, they don't want to look like. I know. I know the original monsters from Ben Hill. All of them. Whether it turns out guilt or innocent of any of them monsters they are. Everybody can button up and pretend whatever and look like whatever, but No, it matters. The then matters, not the clean version now. Know who the public's built to see. And even if none from in and around Benny are responsible, guess what? All are still monsters. And that means we have a problem here, don't we? It means all this bullshit from those afraid, being hung, wanting this, wanting that, playing games that are hiding their own little shit, all that shit. It's helped hide the perpetrator or true perpetrators. They're Irish and we're laughing. That makes you want to vomit. And curl up and scream. Howl at the goddamn moon, you know? Just, I just want to found guys. You don't want the real person responsible in shackles and in a death chamber. Actually, well, worse than that for him, but unfortunately. And that'll take fucking like 25 goddamn years to wind through all the auto processes, you know, but it has to happen, especially because the goddamn tampering is see, the goddamn tampering just from this fucking group what it means for shit like that too. Oh, this thing, and I know justice is coming like a goddamn freight train. I have no doubt about that. None. Still hold faith in some. Maybe I'm a dumbass. I don't think so. And I know that beyond that, I know Sarah will be found. I know she will be. And I hope I'm here to see it day. But if I'm not, I know my kids will be. You know what? All these years and this monster and horror done what they've done in around my family and my kid, Jenny and Adrian and all the bullshit, man. It's kept me where I can't even say shit to my own kids because then it puts them at risk of the fucking games they'll play and wanting to acquire money in this area. There's so many days I wish I could turn to them and because they're just as bothered and things as I am, especially little. I'd love to give her certain information, little things. So they didn't have as many questions. a little bit more peace. As much as you can around this. But I can't even do that because of the risk of monsters and horrors and the Jennies and the Adrians and people around us trying to pump them for info, or them possibly slipping and the public getting word because of these dumbasses like Ryan, Jenny, Adrian chasing. And it would fuck up so much shit. And it's a terrible place to be. It has been for years as these fucking trash ass tragedy pimp cunts like chasing Jenny, Adrian, and the rest. Ryan's, BK's, fucking monster and his whore and everything else from Supreme. No one instantly, like their narrative of just beat it. No, she was just told. Some fucking stupid stall whore really said that. Bitch, you don't know me. I knew instantly my kid was around. I bet to say shit. Language gave that away. Behavior instantly. First night, first contact. Spare me. I know my kid, you stupid fucking whore. Anyway. And all of a sudden my kids come in and are like, yeah, either way, whatever. Along the way, knowing that we do these things as their mother, and because we're all witness to the things, on June 15th, whereas others weren't. That they deserve answers along the way, and little pieces and things given and things found or known at certain points to let them know that things are moving, or things are doing this, or things are doing that. But can't even do that. So I'm sorry that these fucking assholes on YouTube are. Because of what they want and what they want to destroy around me and my children. What they want to acquire for them. Their new summer cars. Yay! Summer's Day #2. We're playing it for Summer's Day 1's over. Fist bump YouTube party, guys. Did y'all get your goodie bags this year? Taking the worst day of summer's life and making it a fucking meet and greet tragedy pimp event with manila envelopes and bullshit and writing on balloons. Whatever the fuck y'all say, man. Whatever the fuck you say, right? Either way, I just know I can't say they're at their bullshit again, because we're always at their bullshit. But this cycle, all the time, and the repeat rinse cycle, the attempted, just all the shit that's been going on, especially hardcore and leading up to things Fred's playing right in it. I don't care fucking why, but I think you should start caring why. Him and Laura both. Before he ends up serving the rest of that 9 years. As people get to make millions more on their names and stories that I was married to. Hmm? Or watch it. Yeah. You think you're playing now, you'll be the food later. After you've helped make the rest of your goddamn community's food. Your families. Those include Monster and Fred seemingly have no problem doxing, putting out there, not giving a fuck about. Even those most vulnerable amongst them that they know they can kill with any disruption to their routine, which I find goddamn sickening. Beyond all fucking reasoning. Holy shit, you know. I've seen them both do some disgusting shit throughout all this. That is one of the highlights of the vomit worthy, though. Yeah, but fuck, I don't know what I expect from two assholes willing to help YouTube help get us fucking murdered repeatedly at attempts from Piper all the way on down the line to Fred and Ziggy and Sharon Monster again and rinse repeat. Fuck, did any of them care who lives and dies? Fuck, did any of them care where Summer is? They don't. They don't. That's the goddamn truth. They don't give a fuck one if anybody's ever brought to justice. They'll sleep just fine, just like they did. Well, they did in that road. All of them. I didn't. Kids didn't. Other neighbors didn't. Many other neighbors and community didn't, and they still don't. Just like we didn't. But it's funny, isn't it, watching all of the monsters from being ill start out one way, and then now they're all like proclaiming they have problems sleeping. Oh, they're blah blah blah. I'm like, bullshit, motherfuckers. All y'all slept through helicopters at night and all this other crazy shit. Had to come to those who you knew were awake, like the rest of your community members, but hey, motherfucker. Because y'all slept just fine through it all. But now you hear him parroting the words of real goddamn humans instead of real goddamn monsters that they are. They have done a slick job on them cleaning assholes, parroting real fucking humans. Let them all run amok. Has to be a reason they are let to run amok like that. To extremes. For all to be fucking with Ellie and Courts on purpose. Having fucked up, set up shit dipped on purpose. All sort of shit. False lawsuits, all that shit. Ellie and feds ought to be letting that shit run for some reason, you'd think. Maybe one day justice will be had across and for all the things. Anyway, those are just my thoughts tonight. But I do know that all enough to know, even if one or two of the other pieces I'm still trying to move around, get proof of, I know I'm old enough, that Ryan is Creeper dead ass name in it, Fred, and wifey bitches and everybody else playing in it, triggering him like I do, green eyes and shit on certain fronts. Other things are happening, mini and play, all the games. It's just games. Tragic ass Lord of the Flies. Gotta get extra blood on blood to be entertaining for the masses here, huh? But old enough, Fred. I don't know if you're playing patty cake with that too, but I doubt it just 'cause the way this shit come to me over many, many days. They're dead ass same day, and all are gonna eat you, and they're gonna use you to target us, but it's time to close up shop and for them all to get away. Do you understand? And they're also trying to get a few last things on the go, and to help certain monsters and others who want you gone anyway, let alone the rest of Ben Hill, right? Watch yourself, Fred. You're already in too deep. But I'm not gonna help it. I'm not gonna push back right now, and I'm not. Not. But you and I both know you're doing what you're doing. You are truly stalking. You really are up to the fuck shit. You really are dropping people off. Shit is as it is. But there are many other things in play. Therefore, right now, I'm gonna pull a Switzerland-ish type olive, olive branch type. Well, no, not that far. But I'm just gonna go neutral and let it coast along. You understand? Don't make me have to push back. Think about what's occurring, Fred. But it stands. Stay away from my family. You know, stay away from us. And all those being sent by, with, and by you and wifey and such. And the others like the, quote, moonshones and the whatever other freak shows want to pretend to be locals and those who are. Your comments alone are enough to suss out who you are and also push back. Knock it off. Anyway, y'all, for the night, I'm out of here. Oh, and I don't know if y'all caught it, but Linda, the very end, as I was saying about your push button, last live, it said that, um, they had, done the list thing or whatever, right? For little, I guess they wrongly assumed it's mine, little, it's not. That is solely just Littles. And, uh, Little says thank you. And, so the rest of y'all are aware that is only available and seen by, those in the room. It's not public, so. Anyway, but I just thought I'd let Linda know the shit clarification. It's not mine and Little's. It's just Little's. I think Little said when I told her, like, one dash, whatever, I told her I'd tell her. I think she can see the little 80s giant scrunchy socks going. Apparently, I didn't know those were coming back out. Did y'all know those were coming back out? Gonna be a thing? I didn't. I was unaware. So apparently that's coming back into fashion. Anyway, so just so you know, the really cool classic come back in fashion socks are coming back in. And Little says thanks, and be sure they actually will be worn by a real child, unlike the little violin socks for PG's fake children. So yeah, anyway, I just wanted to clarify that for Linda and say thank you from Little. Um, alright, guys. That being said, those are my thoughts for tonight. Just where I'm at currently. Can't say that won't change. You never know. As pieces move, shift, more is required, more evidence, more footage. Over it. But I'm really tired right now. I tried to eat earlier, couldn't eat. I ate like 4 pieces of this and 2 pieces of that. It's tragic, really. I feel so sick. And then I got to speak to one of the 2 things on this planet that make me the happiest. And that, and I was able to eat a bite or 2 more. Ernesto's being an asshole. Real girl. Just a straight asshole. Ernesto is got his butt up at me about something. I don't know what it is. Ernesto! He's being extra. I'm not sure what about, but he's letting me know it. He straight comes over, whatever. But right now, I don't know. He's got his ass up at me about something. Either I didn't buy him the right stoobles or something, I don't know. But he keeps doing some look at me. Just reminds me of the cat on Pinocchio, you know? He's just like Cleo and his ass friend. Or was Cleo the fish? I don't know. And Cleo's the fish. I don't know, I have one of my koi named that. Okay, it was cute. Okay, anyway. But, anyway, yeah. I don't know. Keeps putting his damn nose at me. Just pay you down. And then he's been spending his days on top step or in the kitchen area near the second island back here. Instead of the bar and sink and big island over here. And just looking at me. But then, aiming right, I'm like, come here, buddy. Yeah, cuddle, you know? Because it's my dude, right? It's my dude. I don't know. Ernesto's like, watch this right now. Ernesto only wants to climb on Little right now and curl up and do his usual upside down feet and everything. and snore and carry on and be the cutest little thing earlier. Little Hattie. And the head back, mouth open, little back legs dreaming, the tail wiggling, he was running somewhere and he'd slow for I don't know, he's in a mood. I've done something wrong, and for the life of me, I can't figure out what. But I really think it's something like you can. I think because it seems to be coinciding with my health and how bad I felt and stuff. I'm not talking about public with my health and things right now. I think he can sense that or something. I think it's throwing him a little off, quite frankly. And I feel like that's maybe it. I don't know. He never has to. I think he likes to. Yeah, he is spoiled. I just regret being on here live and goofing off. And now I can't get rid of it. So I'm just, after the little hurricane passed by, because that bothered me, but it's like I at least gotta change it to Ernesto. I can't live with Ernie. So it's a little hurricane. When I definitely in that wouldn't hurt nobody and wasn't expected, but caused good ripples maybe. Because I was planning on adopting him out as I did the others, but I can't do it. I feel a little attached. Now, just thankful I caught it in time to swap it over to Ernesto. Tiny little hurricane. Oh well. Yeah, well, usually they get closer. Like, about putting belts. Like, usually they're trying to save your lives, right? Or make you feel better when you're sick. I think Ernesto's like, bitch, you're freezing to death. There's something wrong with you. Like, you smell half dead. I don't like this. But, anyway. I don't know. I swear I think it's COVID. I swear if I didn't know about it, it's definitely some surprise because others here are sort of sick too right now. It's just acting that way. I think it's just kicking my ass where my health's already up shit creek, So, pretty sure that's playing into it. I feel better for a little while, a few hours. It goes right back, but I am not feeling temps right now. It's like 95 yesterday. I couldn't feel it. I had no concept of how hot it was. I was still kind of cold, but in the evening it got humid, and I can feel the humidity right now. But even now, I can't feel the hot temps like I did, and I'm getting sick because I can't feel them. And heat and temps play a great deal. Giant roles in my health, but I'm not able to feel them now. I mean, I can feel cold always. It's brutal, but heat not so. But now that's a problem when I can't adjust for heat and I can't feel it. Even 95, but others they they walked up in this motherfucker with it 95 outside and probably most likely a hell of a lot hotter in here And they damn near died. And they're like, oh my god, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, well, why not be? And they're like, motherfucker, it's like an oven you do in a casserole. I'm like, no, I was unaware. So, yeah, it's dangerous for me when I can't now tell heat in the right way. So, I'm trying to be very careful. I can feel the humidity, Ellie. That's stupid. There's Ernesto. Ernesto. And look, you guys, Ernesto now has a guard dog. Yep, Ernesto now has a pet guard dog of his own. It's wild. Hey, Roy, it's bad, whatever it is. I know, it's running the gamut from head to toe, stomach, TMA issues, whole nine. It's coming and going. It's just constant. And, problem is, it's lasting, it seems like. It's been a week or two of this shit. You think you're better for betting than it ain't. I don't know. But for me, it's hard to tell whether it's one thing or the other. But where others are experiencing, I can get sort of a, oh, okay, it might not just be. Ernie. Yep. Anyway, Ernesto is his own guard dog, and it's fucking fabulously hilarious. And I know it's gonna freak people out. It really sound weird. But, I had a riding spider come in here, and I didn't realize it. And I guess till next morning, right at the door, and next to the second island, and he built a web. I was like, of course you built a web. Now, if you know the southern lure around the riding spiders, yeah. And I accidentally did fuck with his web, and then right appeared, it is. Anyway, but the thing is, Ernie has moved, the Glad gain scented trash bag box under the damn right. And, yep, yep. Um, and that's right now Ernesto's favorite little spot when he's not messing with me. And, anyway, I just moved it right below the right spider, and then I felt bad because I literally, took it, like, right in the spider, covered my hand. I was gonna move outside, and Ernesto looked at me like, fuck you doing, my pal guy, buddy. And I was like, shit. I felt bad, so I just put it back. I don't know the friends of named Wright and Spider Henry. So there's that. I don't know what hell the riding spider's up to. But he's now the guard dog of the cat. What else am I supposed to do with him? Like, and the door's always open, as you can tell by my stalkers. So, ain't like he can't go. I'm hoping in a few days Ernesto will separate. And then I can gently put Henry outside where Henry belongs. But it's the end of the season. Henry's pulling on Charlotte's web. You know what I mean? So, no harm, no foul, as long as fucking Henry remains over there on his little thing. We've come to an agreement. He doesn't shake it. You ever walk by him and see the thing with riding spider is like when you go by them and they don't like you fuck around with them or in their vicinity, they shake their web on purpose. You know? We've gotten past that point. I'm like, motherfucker, you guard the cat and you stop the shaking. Otherwise, you're going right your ass. So, you know. Yeah, Ernesto making friends everywhere and avoiding me like a plague right now. Now, he did come up here not too long ago to eat his tuna because he won't eat his little tuna unless I'm holding it. He might be a little spoiled, you're right. And then he goes and naps on the little one under his guard dog over there. He's a jackass. What do you mean my nose looks good tonight? Exactly. Has there been something wrong with my nose? I was unaware there was something wrong with my nose. Huh. It is. Yeah, although, I don't know, teens and young ones are like that too. Sweatshirts and stuff, but no. As you can see, I'm my favorite lately, but anyway. Yes. Anyway, yeah. That's where I'm at tonight. I don't know, I always liked watching them in the gardens and stuff. Writing spiders, probably some of my favorites. And the stories behind them and all that. I always thought they had some of the best. Very creepy, right? I remember all the other kids, and everybody, they did their best. You'd watch them around, and they would pucker their lips, make sure their teeth were covered, that type of thing. And, I don't know. I'd be like, cheesing at them. I'm like, which one of you bitches is gonna write my initial in your shit? Do it. Do it. They've always been sort of one of my favorites, which is why I feel so bad about Boot. But he is gonna have to go next year too. But I've got to get Ernesto used to that concept. He looked at me like I was an ant. That could be the problem too. He knows I tried to get rid of his damn guard spider. Like, you were just gonna put him out there all homeless. That could be it. He could have seen me just gonna do away with another critter out in the open. Probably wanted to pull it or get out of me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how in the world I would have more color than the way I feel. But hey, maybe. I don't know. I don't keep up with it. But anyway, guys, this is where I'm at tonight. Those are my thoughts this morning, at least. And some outing of things known by some back here of the tampering, dark, and deep. The continuation of by this group around everyone around summer. Even if quite an abundance of those are playing patty cake and fuck around and find out and butthole cleansing of this group and think he'll never come back. I don't know. Fuck. But whatever. And heed it. And the advice not. They probably won't. They'll probably take it as a yeehaw and double down and more targeting, whatever, and all of them do whatever still. And cause they all got shit to hide, fuck with, try to get out of along the way. Make them all content, dope money, underwear money, whatever the fuck it is. Travel money, I hear that's coming up for old Zagass. Right? Somebody keeps telling me that there's supposed to be a car gotten here and taken up there for her. I don't know what the hell's going on. That weird shit afoot. I don't give a shit about any of it as far as that goes. But, there's enough here. At least that I would think. But if people continue to fuck with me, I'll push back. For right now, I'm gonna go into a holding pattern, neutral, and coast, and see which way the weather vanes and things drop, and more evidence and proof of it. Let's make no mistake, because my things ain't their things. You feel me? And I try to only gather the real things for the right reasons. Not no bullshit YouTube targeting and tampering of one another, pitting against and getting these creators content and shit, man. Or to hurt people that, you know. How long can you keep feeling sorry or being peaceful with monsters working with this group to harm you on purpose? With and for them and for all their own needful reasons. How long can you be peaceful until? How long can you warn others and avoid it? Man, wasn't first out of the gates for him enough to learn? Didn't they care? Because monsters don't care. But people like me, they keep thinking like a dumbass. You can get through, you can wake them up, you can shake them, you can... You really don't. It'll never happen. I know better. know better. But I'm not gonna be less of who I am. Or go low to meet their monster bullshit. Even while they're being dark, deep, underhanded, fucking asshole monsters, man. Oh, I'll be me and not do anything unfairly. They can be dirty. All they want, but that's not who I am. And I won't lower myself to that shit, or be leashed or used wrongly or tampered with for their content or to set up others falsely. And I wouldn't say set up, but help them do the shit they're doing to one another, to us, or to pet, or content, or throw off the Freds or the monsters, whatever the hell it is at the time. I'm not gonna do that. Even though I love them for my goddamn road, or indeed trying to do that with us. And to fuck with us at extreme levels. And that does include Fred Moore and Monster and Whore, and obviously the team, and those they're built around the most. But I will protect Iman. Make no mistake about it. So, there's my Ernesto. 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 You hear him? Ernesto. See, he'll talk to me, but he's still being an ass. Anyway, I doubt that real girl monsters don't have that type of shit in them. The only way in which they ever feel pain or guilt, they don't feel or move through the world like us. You only see them hurt where it concerns greed, possessions, not getting what they want, things like that, you know. And then on only then will they feel anything, and it'll still always be that punishment bender, or they didn't quite deserve. There'll always be a but followed by it. That they don't shake, move, and think like the rest of us, nor feel. Oh, is that a storm again moving in? Oh, please let it be. That would be so perfect this morning. Um, oh, it was so beautiful yesterday. not. There were these giant, beautiful rain bands coming down an already sort of gray, cloudy sky more towards the very tip and east of Tennessee. And then here, just a little bit, there was these rays on this side coming through the clouds and just pinpointing it. Just the contrast of both sort of side by side is becoming late evening and the other one, moving in and overshadow. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then the storm itself, and it was beautiful. Things like that, it touch the soul. The memory, it's little things. The beauty, every day around all of us. Anyway, I did miss the meteor coming over. That makes me sad. I just thought he's gonna make us noise. Can't believe I missed it. I was like, whatever. But apparently I did. Oddly enough. So I was kind of sad about that. Yeah. It's fucking tragic. Yeah, it was amazing, Di. Now, the last one a couple years ago they catch. It was over on the bridges and stuff. It was amazing. Uh, but yeah. It depends. But, yeah. I wish. Out of all the damn nights, I'll just be out there like, bro. See, I blame this solely on this group of fucking Fred. What the hell if not them motherfuckers? Mm, no. Interesting, though. I don't know, they happen quite often, but the bigger ones really. There's atmosphere, man. It's a strange thing. Y'all ever read up on the one they've got in the museum? Also, there was one really Kevin crashed in on a guy in the way back. Him and his family, all that. It was like the 40s or 50s. It's a pretty famous story, and there's controversy around it. It's pretty neat. But it ended up being like worth millions, but all this other stuff. It's a wild story filled with intrigue and mystery and fuckery and devastation and cursey type things. It was pretty wild. It's a pretty wild story. There's somebody I watched a while back, like, they actually went to their grave sites or something, because it ended up, like, it's actually pretty wild. It's wild. It's a good story, though. Definitely worth looking into. Hmm. Ernesto, you want a cuddle? Fucking Ernesto. Alright. Alright, guys, I'm out here for the night. You have a good morning, good evening, good day, wherever y'all are at. Hopefully, you catch a comet, a rainbow, storm, some rays of sunshine, something. Dark side of the moon, my peeps. Anyway, y'all enjoy. I'm gonna hop off here. It's here longer than I wanted to be. Oh. for sure. So, anyway, I'm out. I'm gonna try to butter up with Ernesto, figure out what his problem is. And, yeah, no, that's already passed. I took a semi-nap a while ago, and then puzzles, and it's like, wait a minute, and going back through things, so that portion of my day is done. I've got enough sleep, uh, but I am going to rest, though, for right now. Ernesto, you cannot cover up the rest of the food. You can't hide that. Stop trying to hide the food. Why do they do that? You ever get them weird cats that they're done eating, so then they want to cover up the food? What is up with that? Like, you want a Ziploc bag? What do you want? And then what about your, like, other kitties around you who you think they don't want to eat? Why are you trying to cover up the food? Weirdos. Ernesto. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Everybody's curious where you been. You want to talk to them? See, this is why they manipulate you with dogs on here. Like, oh, I don't know. Gip for Yap, Bones Cross the Pond, Ryan, Ziggy. And it's a real known psychological thing with dogs and all that. Seriously, there's pieces on it. And how these YouTubers use that as a method of manipulating you. Anyway, this is why people don't use cats. My cats don't work that way. See how it is? Because little kitties are assholes. Ernesto! Kitty, 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 kitty. No. Ernesto gives this many fucks. See? A dog would have been like, huh? And everybody would be like, oh. And then they would have been manipulating it, come back, its thing. See? Mm. Yeah. Alright. So anyway, I'm out here, you guys. Me and my cat's guard dog. No, excuse me. Anyway, I'm out. Y'all have a good morning, good evening, good night. Enjoy the spec, vast cosmos. Grab a comet, fly away to the dark side of the moon. Maybe there's a Tesla and some, David Bowie playing back there somewhere. Alright, you guys, I'm out. Y'all remember to share, someone's picture, information, and color by our name. And if you don't mind, please share out the DV/Universal Hand Signal for help. Canon does save lives across the board. Many emergencies at home, in public, you name it. Alright? And, just keep the light shining. I'll have a good night.